No, I am not rethinking eating the ketogenic diet or living a keto lifestyle. I'm rethinking how I am thinking and speaking to myself about keto. Hi friends, and welcome to Keto with Libby. I am Libby, and I am on a journey to health using the ketogenic lifestyle. I have been doing this for almost 18 months. I show you the good, the bad, the ugly, the ups, the downs, and everything in between. So if any of that interests you, please stick around. So we all know that keto can have a really bad rap. You know, people call it a fad diet. They say that it's not healthy for you. We're all just eating sticks of butter all day, every day, and we're all gonna die of major heart attacks because we eat keto. And we all know that's not true. It has helped so many people overcome so many health issues and lose so much weight. It is just amazing. But there are a lot of negative things around keto, and I feel like we are judged hardcore if we are not eating the perfect keto way, if you're not eating healthy keto, if you're not doing strict clean keto. There are just so many keto police that have everything to say about your lifestyle. And I do feel like if you have been on this keto journey for a while, we can sometimes internalize some of that into what I call keto guilt. This is exactly what I have been feeling over the last couple of months when I have not been eating 100% perfect keto. Now, I put my journey out here for you guys, and I feel like a complete idiot and a fraud when I am sitting here preaching how awesome keto is and showing you what I eat. And then on the other hand, there are days where I am just losing it and not eating keto at all. Now, it's dumb. It's really, really dumb. I should not beat myself up about it. I shouldn't feel guilty about it, and I shouldn't care what other people think. But I know a lot of you guys have the exact same feelings that I do. You feel super guilty when you're not eating keto. You feel like a failure, and it's just not the way that it should be. Our lifestyles should not define us. Like, keto does not define me as a person. It's just not the way that it should be. Keto is the lifestyle that I choose to live, but it does not define me. And this is a journey. This is a process. This is building habits. This is repairing years of damage. This is going to be a lifelong journey. It's not just an easy, quick fix. In 18 months, I'm eating perfect keto and I'm doing wonderful. You know what I mean? So I have really had to kind of combat this keto guilt and feeling like a fraud, because honestly, it was derailing me even more and postponing me from getting back on track and into the habits and lifestyle that I know are what make me feel my best and are going to be what gets me to my ultimate health goals and my weight loss goals as well. So when I am talking to myself about the choices that I want to make, I have stopped saying that's not keto, I can't have it. That is a detrimental mindset to me. First off, saying I can't have that is not the mindset that I really want to be in. I choose not to have those things. I can have them if I wanted to, but I am actively choosing not to have those things because they have side effects of X, Y, and Z that I am trying to prevent. And for me, it's type 2 diabetes, it's having a stable blood sugar, it's weight loss, it is all of these other things rather than I just can't have it because it's not keto. So instead, I've started saying that's not healthy for me. And what I think of when I think of healthy things for me, is it gonna spike my blood sugar? No, because I don't want to spike insulin, because I don't want to become insulin resistant again and get on my way to type 2 diabetes. Is it going to kick me out of ketosis? Because first off, ketosis is the state that I feel the best in and I thrive in, and I don't want to be kicked out of that. So my version of healthy is still keto. Like, all the foods in my mind when I think of healthy are keto foods. I have just stopped labeling them. And what I've noticed that this has helped me do, it's kind of tricked my brain into just thinking about more healthy choices rather than saying, like, in my mind, I'm like, well, that's not keto, just shut it out. It's just more of kind of tricking my brain into thinking about foods and why I want to eat that food and why I don't want to eat that food. It's just made me focus so much more on the things that I put into my body instead of just keto versus not keto. Again, all the foods that I am thinking of are keto foods, like they're still keto friendly foods. Those are the healthy foods that I want because I still have the goals of preventing type 2 diabetes, having a stable blood sugar, being in ketosis. Like those are all things that I thrive to do, but I have stopped putting the name keto to them. And that's honestly really helped my brain a lot. I don't know why, but it's really helped my brain a lot. If you understand psychology, tell me why this works because it's really been working for me. Now, I don't want anyone to think that saying things are keto and saying things are not keto is bad. Like there are keto friendly foods and there are non-keto friendly foods. Like that is still that, but I just had to kind of flip my mindset in order to find success again in my keto lifestyle because I was going down this path of why do I even care? Why do I even care what I put in my body? Like I lost sight of what I wanted, and it's not keto's fault. It's not the fact that keto is not sustainable. It's not a long-term lifestyle. It is. It's just because my mindset wasn't in the right place. I was having other things in life that were just pushing me around, and I needed a release, and my release was the non-keto foods. So this has really helped me flip the script, flip my mindset, and kind of start fresh again. So I don't want anyone to think that that keto is the problem. It's not the problem. I know I say this a lot, but I just don't ever want people to think that keto is the problem and the reason that I can't stick to it is because it's not sustainable. It is. It's just I have a lot of other things going on. And I know a lot of you guys have a lot of other things going on too, which is why I share this stuff with you to just help push you towards your goals. And we're working on this together, guys. We're trying our best out here. We're trying to do better and we're trying to make healthier choices. And it's hard. It's hard. It's not easy. You're not alone in this. I'm not alone in this. I know that because every time I post something about my struggles, you guys just come out of the woodwork saying like, oh, my Lanta, I'm struggling with this too, which validates me even more to just keep posting the things that I am struggling with because I know I'm not alone. So I hope this video helped you to kind of reframe how you're thinking about keto, what you're talking to yourself about, and just helping you getting back on track, or if you were in a rut, helping you find that motivation again. I know that it's really helped me, so thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!